Hello everyone and welcome to the 5th ball game in the 8 ball game series leading up to the National Championship. And today we are in Denver, Colorado for the Altitude Bowl presented by Eversport Outdoors. And today we have the number 12 seed Kansas City Trail Bosses against the number 7 seed, the Texas Tech Tricksters. And unlike the other games, as you'll see when I just show you the score, it's not really a close game, with the West Kansas trailing Mississippi Tech by 7-29. So the scoring sequence so far in the first, 10:30 remaining in the first, a 53-yard field goal by Alvin Umara gave Mississippi Tech a 3-point lead. At 4:30, a 13-yard pass from Jalen Ferkser to Isaiah Loving with a good extra point made it 10-0 to Mississippi Tech. Then West Kansas came back with a 12-yard pass from Luke Hoskins to Alex Siosa, and the extra point made that 7-10. In the second half period, at 12:30 remaining, a 66-yard pass to Isaiah Loving with a missed extra point made it 16-7 to Mississippi Tech. And at 11 minutes, a 9-yard run again by Isaiah Loving getting his third touchdown of the game, and a good extra point made it 7-23. With 3:30 left in the first half, a 5-yard run by Justin Ham and another missed extra point by Alvin Umara leaves the score at 7-29. And this game, the score deficit is so great that under the rules, we'll be using the special situations chart. So for the first 2 downs, we will be using column A for the Trail Bosses. So we're ready to kick off. We're at the 35-yard line of the Trail Bosses. And the kicker is Mike Torrance, 62. And Mike Torrance is a AAA kickoff and a 62. And a AAA is a 61-yard kick. Takes us down to the 4. And this is going to be returned by Jackson McGee for the Tricksters. .34, subtract 3 from his rating, which is 27, so he gets a 24-yard return out to the 27-yard line, and it's going to be first down and 10 for the Tricksters, leading by 29-7. So it's going to be a short pass against a run defense. Jalen Ferkser brings his offense out and takes the snap. 32 is EA a 2 pass, and he is, so it's going to go onto the excess column. 61 is a quarterback rated an X greater than 5, and he's not, so he's dragged down after a 15-yard gain, which is good enough for a first down. And immediately the Tricksters are on the move in this third period. First and 10 at their own 42, and it's going to be a short pass against a safe defense. Ferkser takes the snap. 44, TB a 0 pass. He is not. So it's Chris Root completes for half our yards, but there is a flag on the play, and the pass is to Isaiah Loving, so he gets a 5-yard gain, but there is a flag on the play. .21, and it's going to go against the offense. It's going to be a false start, so the whistle went just before the snap, brings them back, and it's going to be first and 15 from their own 37-yard line. And they're going to take an inside run against a safe defense. Ferkser takes the snap, 23, and he hands it off to Isaiah Loving, who's a double A on an inside run. So it's going to go to the XR column. 61 is the runner's inside grade at double A. Yes, it is. And so he's going to go long, or longer anyway, 64. He's going to get 44 yards plus 5s. He's going to get 49 yards. So he's going to get all the way down to the 19-yard line of the Trail Bosses. And this has been the order of play all the way through this game. The Trail Bosses have not been able to defend against the Tricksters' offense. Outside run against a safe defense. Ferkser takes the snap, and he's looking to hand off to excuse me, Jackson McGee, 51. Are the home team on offense? Well, yes, they are. They're the higher ranked team, so they're classed as the home team in these bowls. So he's going to go XR. 21. Is TB a 0 run? He is, yes. So he doesn't get any gain. So good blocking there by the defense of the Trail Bosses. 2nd and 10 from the 14-yard line. And they can't go long, and they're inside so they can go medium. So it's going to be medium against a safe. So looking to put some extra points onto the score here. And we're at takes the snap, and he's looking to complete to Skylar Mazzotti, 16. Quarterback's completion rating is an A, so it's going to be incomplete, and we go to 3rd down. 13 minutes remaining, 3rd and 10 at the 14-yard line of the Trail Bosses. Tricksters up to the line of scrimmage. Ferkser calling the play, and it's going to be a screen pass against a pass defense. Ferkser takes the snap, and he's looking to complete this to Grayson Rudolph and his red-nosed reindeer. Is K a 0 pass? He is not. Pressured into an incomplete pass. Now, has he got the question mark? He does not. So the pass is incomplete, and we're going to go to 4th down. So they're going to bring their field goal kicker on. So out comes out comes Alvin Umara, and he is a AAA field goal kicker, and we're at the 14-yard line, so that's 31 yards for the field goal. 33 on a AAA, and that is good. So the first score in this 3rd period, and Mississippi Tech extend their lead and now lead by 32 points to 7. Umara will stay on the field and take the kickoff. And on a kickoff, he is an A. 55. Kick bounces out of bounds at the 5-yard line. So they're going to make them take it again. They're going to go back to the 30. Actually, they're going to take the ball on their own 40. So they take the penalty, and they're going to start at their own 40, which has been the best field position they've had all game. And remember that for the first and second downs, they are in box A because they're so far behind. So a screen pass against a safe is the first call of the game from Luke Hoskins. Not being able to get anything really moving in this game, but he's going to try now. 1st and 10. Screen pass looking for somebody called Heil. Can't find him on the list. He's not on the list of running backs or receivers, which is a bit of a worry. So we'll roll that again. 14. That's going to be McNamara. So Tarian McNamara, 65. Is H a 0 pass? He's not. Complete wrapped up after a gain of 2 yards. So we move to 2nd and 8 for the Trail Bosses from their own 42. 2nd and 8, box A. It's a screen pass against a blitz. So the Tricksters are going to bring everything here. And the screen pass is going to be looked to be completed to Isaiah Hatcher. 52. Is K a 2 pass? He is not. So it's complete for a game of 11 unless Hatcher's got the question mark, which he doesn't. So he's going to get an 11-yard gain and a 1st down. So the sticks move and we get to the 1st down inside the Tricksters half of the field at the Tricksters 47-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Trail Bosses, trailing 32-7. And we're going to get a short pass against a pass defense. Hoskins drops back and he's looking for Isaiah Hatcher again. 56. Is G a 2 pass? He's not. Is he rated a 0 pass? Yes, he is. So he's going to go to the XS column. 52. Is Hatcher a C? Sorry, is C a 2 pass? Yes, he is. Hit hard after a gain of 3, so we're going to have to go to the hard hit chart. Let's see what happens here. $61. Is B rated 2? Yes, he is. So he's going to be hit and fumbled by Abraham McCarthy. To Abraham McCarthy, he'll pick it up and he will go long on the return. Well, there's an inconsistency between the chart and this chart. So I've read the wrong one there. Sorry, guys. It's an incomplete pass. So he didn't make the 2 yards, and it's a 2nd down. 11:30 left. I read the wrong chart there. Thought it was a bit odd. 2nd down and 10. They're going to go outside run against a safe defense. Hoskins takes the snap. 41, looking to hand that off, but then sees the pressure and keeps it to himself. 41. Is FB a 0 run? He's not. Runner scoots out of bounds after 12 yards, so the quarterback keeps the ball, takes them 12 yards down to the 35-yard line and a 1st down. 11:15 remaining in this 3rd period. West Kansas trailing Mississippi Tech by 7-32. 1st and 10 for the Trail Bosses at the Tricksters 35-yard line. And they're going to try and go long. Hoskins takes the snap and looking for Isaiah Hatcher. 56. Is K a 0 pass? He is not. So it's incomplete, but there is a flag on the play. 65. And it's going to be a defensive penalty. which is going to be 8A, which is a holding penalty against the defense. So 10-yard penalty will be a first down. We're in college, remember, it's not a 5-yard penalty in college. So 1st and 10 at the 25. Trail Bosses trying to get something back in this game. Short pass against a pass defense. Hoskins drops back. Looks for Alex Seose. 41 is EC a 0 pass. He is not. So he's going to go to the XS column. 61 is the quarterback. X rate greater than 5. It is. It's a 6. So he's going to go to the go chart. 36. He's going to get 33 yards plus. He only needs 25 and it's a touchdown. So, second time in the game, Hoskins to Seosa gets the touchdown and we go for the extra point. Mike Torrance, who is an A on extra points. Let's see what he does. 43. And he is good. So the score now is West Kansas 14 and Mississippi Tech 32. So they're now under 20, so we're back to normal play for both teams. Kickoff is going to be from Mike Torrance. Steps up and he's a AAA kickoff, 45. And he's going to kick it out of bounds over the end line, and so they're going to bring back the ball to the 25 on a touchback. And Jalen Furskill leads his Tricksters out onto the field. 1st and 10. Outside run against a pass. Ferks are dropping back, looking for Isaiah Loving. 55 is going to be an unusual result. 43 is going to be a loss of 3 yards and out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. Let's see what this penalty is. 33. It's going to be an offensive 5 yards for offsides, and they're going to decline that and take the result of the play. 2nd down and 13. Tricksters at their own 22. 2nd and 13. Outside run against a safe. Ferkser drops back and he's looking for Jackson McGee, 55, another unusual result. 54. Gets a 2-yard gain. McGee has not got the quotation, the exclamation mark, so there could be a fumble on the gain. So let's see if there's a fumble. 42 is C rated 0. We are in their area, so yes, he is not on a pass, he isn't. Was it a pass? No, it's a run. He is a 0. So it's going to be recovered by Grayson Rudolph, and it's going to be 3rd down and 12 at their own 23. 3rd and 12. Defense beginning to show up now for West Kansas. And we've got a short pass against a pass defense. Ferkser drops back and he's looking to complete. To a guy called Cannon, and he doesn't look like he's on this list either. Cannon. Oh, Ledger Cannon. Yes, he's there. 36 is TB a 2 pass. He is not. Pressure from the pass rush and is incomplete, but there is a flag on the play. 63, and that's going to be multiple penalties, so they're going to offset automatically, and we're going to play 3rd and 12 again. And we're going to get a medium pass against a safe defense. Ferkser drops back and looks for Edgar Pepin. 31, TB or GA, a 0 pass. TB is not. GA is not. Quarterback runs, so he's going to try a run. Ferkser takes the ball. TB or FB, a 2 run. No and no. Runner reverses field, dumped for a loss of 2 yards. So some big defense on this drive from Kansas, West Kansas, and that's going to bring up 4th down and bring out the punting team. Amalric Enki comes out to take the punt. 15, and punter uploads long kick to determine yardage at 10. So a 56-yard punt. Down to the 23 of the Trail Bosses, and it's going to be returned by Devon Messidor. $13. Subtract 9 from his, so he loses a yard, gets hit, going laterally across the field, and he loses a yard back to his 22. 9 minutes remaining in this 3rd quarter. Trail Bosses trailing 14-32, and they're 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line. Inside run against a safe defense. Hoskins takes the snap and drops back. Hands the ball off to Monte Hale. 25. GB or CE, a 0 run. GB is a 0 run, so buried for a loss of 4 yards. And after that great defensive stand, this is not what they wanted to see from their offense. 2nd and 14 from their own 18-yard line. Outside run against a blitz. They're going to keep it on the ground. Hoskins, outside run, takes the snap, looks for Nick Lynch. And Nick Lynch is a outside run. So 15 on an A. He's going to get 5 yards. So it gets just more than they lost on the previous play. 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9 from their own 23-yard line. So screen pass against a safe defense. Hoskins takes the snap and is looking to complete to Isaiah Hatcher, 32. Is EA a 0 pass? He is not. So they're going to go excess, need 9 yards, 26. E or F, a 2 pass. No and no. Christian Gray's rated 2-1 in a blitz defense, and they're not in a blitz defense. So it's not rated. So not much room. Benefits for 12 yards and gets a 1st down. 7:30 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Trail Bosses 1st and 10 at their own 36. And he's going to stay in the air. Short pass against a safe defense. Hoskins drops back and looks for Monty Hale. 36. GB, a 2 pass. He's not. Pressure from IJ and K, who are Atimala, Habermal and Tomlinson, and the ball falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. inside run against a pass defense. Hoskins takes the snap and hands it off to Monty Heil. 33. Is GB a 0 run? He is a 0 run, and he gets dumped for a loss of a yard. Not the Scots sort of play they wanted to see. 3rd and 11 from their own 35, trying to cut this deficit and making no progress in this game at all. 3rd and 11, outside run. They're going to keep it on the ground against a pass, so they're going to try and fool them. Hoskins takes the ball and sees the pressure and decides to keep the ball himself. 53. Is G a 2 run? He's not. Knocked out of bounds, 1 yard short of the first down. So 4th and 1 at their own 45, and they're going to go for it. 4th and 1. Inside run against a blitz. Hoskins drops back, hands it off to Monty Heil. 54. Is G a 0 run? He's not. Blitz trashes play, 2 yard loss. And so we have the ball overturned by the Trail Bosses at their own 43-yard line. So Mississippi Tech takes the ball over in very good field position. 1st and 10. 6:30 remaining in this 3rd period, and they're going to go long against a pass defense, straight into the air. Ferkser drops back and looks for Sean Perry. 63. Is F a 0 pass? He's not. And the quarterback gets sacked for a big 12 yards. Great defense, and the defense of the Trail Bosses have come alive in this second half, but their offense has been so inept at making any distance. 2nd and 22. So we have a short pass, and the Trail Bosses are showing blitz. Ferkser drops back. 3. Looking for Isaiah Loving. 64 is going to be unusual result. 22. Gets 5 yards and steps out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. 53. Offense 10 yards, 5A, and the 10-yard penalty on the offense is a holding penalty, and they're going to take that and push them even further back. So 2nd and 32 from their own 40-yard line. 2nd and 32, a screen pass against a pass defense. A lot of yards to make up here. Ferkser takes the pass and looks for Skylar Mazzotti. 21. Ferkser is an incomplete, so it's incomplete. 3rd and 32. Long way to go, and they're going to go a long pass against a pass defense. Ferkser's got to make a lot of yardage up here to keep this run alive. Takes the snap and looks for Sean Perry. 25. SB or QB a 0 pass. SB is not. QB is not. Against 12. Quarterback goes to pace. Oh, he's going to run. He's going to run. The quarterback is going to run. So sees the pressure. 36. Is TA a 2 run? He's not a 2 run. And he gets dumped for the loss of 2 yards and 4th down and a bus ride. So they're going to bring the punter on. They're obviously not going to try and do anything with this. They're going to bring on Amalric Enki. 16. Good protection. Nice punt. Length at 8. So that's a 54-yard punt. down to the 8-yard line. And the returner on this punt is going to be Levi Macias, 64. Unusual results go to page 55, but I shouldn't need to because I think they're on this chart. Yeah, on a punt return, let's see what happens. 62, no gain, but there could be a fumble. So we need to go and have a look at the fumbles chart. .35. Official rules the fumble occurred after play had been whistled down, so there is no fumble. The referee saves. The official on the sideline saves the trail bosses there, and it's going to be first down and 10 from their own 8-yard line. 4:30 remaining in this third period. Hoskins out on the field with his offense, and they're going to look for an outside run against a safe defense. So Hoskins takes the snap, looks to hand off to Nick Lynch. 35. Is EB a 2-run? He is not. So he's chased out of bounds after losing 1 yard. So 2nd and 11 from their own 7. They're deep in their own end of the field. So an outside run against a pass defense. So have they fooled them here? Trail bosses need to make some gains. Outside run, and is going to hand this off to Nick Lynch. 26. SB or TA a 0 run. SB isn't, and TA isn't. Picks up 8 yards to their own 15-yard line, and it's going to be 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3 from their own 15. Inside run against a run defense, so they're expecting a run. Hoskins drops back, hands the ball off to Nick Lynch. 41. Is EB a 2-run? He's not. But he gets a gain of 3. Has he got enough to get a first down? And he does. First down is awarded, so they keep the drive alive. 3 minutes 30 remaining in this third quarter. Trail bosses trail by 14-32. 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line. And it's going to be a short pass against a blitzing defense. Hoskins dropping back and looking for Nick Lynch. 66. Is H a 0 pass? He is not. And he's going to get hammered down for a loss of 9 yards to his own 9-yard line. 3 minutes remaining in this period. 2nd and 19 from their own 9. Short pass against a safe defense. Hoskins takes the snap, looks for Isaiah Hatcher. 65. Is H a 2 pass? He's not. Complete in traffic for R yards and half R yards, so he's going to get Hatcher. Going to get 9 yards, 10 yards. He's going to get 10 yards. They've given him the extra yard. 2:30 remaining, 3rd and 9. They really need to complete this and start making a dent in this score. 3rd and 9. Short pass against a pass defense. Hoskins takes the snap, drops back and looks to get the ball to Alex Ciosi. 26. TB or SB, a 2 pass. TB is not, SB is not. Complete 4. 3 yards is not going to be enough. And with 2 minutes remaining, we're at 4th down, so they're going to have to bring the punter on. They're just too far into their own half of the field to try anything. So 4th and 6 from their own 22-yard line. Matthew Kahn is on to punt the ball away. 53. Is the punter's return grade an A? No, it is not. Subtract 2 from his distance, so he gets a 48-yard punt. Down to the 30 of the Tricksters. It's going to be returned by Robbie Kent Jr. (26) subtract 4. So Robbie Kent gets 4, and so he's going to make a 4-yard gain on that return to the 34-yard line. And with 1:45 remaining, the Tricksters will take over from their own 34-yard line. 1st and 10. Ferkser comes out and is going to look to run the ball outside run against a safe defense. And he's going to keep the ball. Looking at the pressure, 56 is a 0 run. No, he is not. Is EC a 2 run? Yes, he is. So he's going to get a gain. Ferkser gets a gain of 4 yards to their own 38-yard line. And it's going to be 2nd and 6 for the Tricksters. 2nd and 6. Going to be an inside run against a safe defense. Ferkser takes the ball and hands off to Isaiah Lewing. 32 is FB, a 0 run. He is not. So he bangs ahead for 6 yards. Does he get enough for the 1st down? He does. So a 1st down. As we come back down to the last minute of this 3rd period. 1st and 10 from their own 44. Short pass against a safe defense. That was 15. Ferkser takes the pass. And he's looking for Ledger Cannon. 32. Is FB a 2 pass? He is, yes. So they're going to go to the excess column. 21. Is TB a 0 pass? No, he is not. So he gets 10 yards and steps out of bounds. Did he get enough? He didn't, so it's going to be short. 2nd and goal. 2nd and inches at the Trail Bosses 46-yard line. So it's going to be an inside run against a blitz. Ferkser takes the ball. Hands off to Justin Ham. 53 is F, a 0 run. He is not. And there's a loss of a yard, so push them back. And it's going to be 3rd down and 1 for the Tricksters at the Trail Bosses 47-yard line. 3rd and 1. Going to go to the air, short pass against a run defense. Ferks are taking the snap and he's looking to get the ball off to Jackson McGee, 14. Quarterback's pass rate, completion rating is A. So he gets enough for 6 yards and a first down. And that will conclude the third period of the game. And we'll be returning with the fourth period with the Tricksters leading 32-14 and first down and 10 at the Trail Bosses 41-yard line. So welcome back, everybody. We're beginning to get to the end of this game. The score, West Kansas 14, Mississippi Tech 32, a lead of 18 points. And that will mean that box D is in use for Mississippi and box B is in use for West Kansas. So first and 10, we're on box D, and they're going to go outside run against a run defense. Ferkser takes the ball, hands the ball off to Isaiah Loving, and 64 is an unusual result. 21. It's going to be a 3-yard gain, but there is a flag on the play. So offense called for a false start, so they didn't get the play off in time. Whistles go, and they'll reset first and 15 at the Trail Bosses 46. Outside run against a pass defense. Ferkser taking the ball, and he's going to keep hold of it. 66 is a 2-run. He is not. Is EA or EC a 2-run? Yes. So they're going to go to the XR column. 11 is CE a 0-run. He is not. So he gets a 7-yard gain. And it brings up 2nd and 8 from the Trail Bosses 39-yard line. 2nd and 8. Inside run against a safe defense. Putting it back on the ground. Oh, we should be using box B, actually. Outside run against a pass defense. Box D. Let's get the right with the Tricksters. So it's box D. Inside run against a blitz is what we're after. Finally make their mind up what they're going to play. So snaps the ball and hands it off to Isaiah Loving, 22, and Loving on an inside run is a AA. So he's going to go to XR. 36 is F, a 2-run. He is not. So he gets a 9-yard gain and a first down. 1st and 10 for Mississippi Tech at the West Kansas 30-yard line. Inside run against a blitz. They're going to keep the ball on the ground. Snap is made, and he's going to look for Isaiah Loving again, 24. GB or CE, a 2-run. GB is a 2-run. So he's going to go for the XR column again. 55 is the quarterback a 0-run, and I know he's not a 0-run. So he gets 15 yards and pushed out of bounds. Isaiah Loving gets the first down, keeps the momentum going. 1st and 10 at the Trail Bosses 15. 13 and a half minutes remaining. Outside run against a run defense. Ferkser taking the ball and handing it off to Isaiah Loving. 16, Loving on an outside run is a AA. So he's going to make 5 yards. 2nd and 5 from the 10-yard line of the trail bosses. 2nd and 5. It's an outside run against a run defense again. And once again, Ferkser drops back and hands it off to Loving. 25 is D or B, a 0 run. B isn't, but D, well, he's actually in the forward. So he's not. So yes, he's not a 0 run. Runner chased out of bounds after a loss of 4. So they're pushing back to the 14-yard line. 12:45 remaining. 3rd and 9 at the 14. And again, they're going to keep it on the ground. Outside run against a run defense. Ferkser dropping back. Hands it again to Isaiah Loving, getting a lot of work. 53. It is the home. Runner thrown to the turf with a loss of a yard. So they've lost a yard. And we're at 4th down. And they're going to bring their kicker on for another field goal attempt. It should be an easy one. He is a AAA field goal, and it's a 32 yards field goal, 42 on a AAA. And that is good. So 14-35 with 12 minutes remaining. And Mississippi Tech ready to kick off. Alvin Umara takes the kickoff. He is an A. 24, that's going to be through the end zone. So once again, they'll come out to the 25 and take the touchback. 12 minutes remaining. And we have a different score now of 21. So box B is going to be used. So a screen pass against a pass defense. Hoskins comes out looking to go to the air straight away, and he's looking for Nick Lynch. He is a AA completion on a 15. He's going to get 5 yards. 2nd down and 5. 2nd and 5 from their own 30. They trail by 3 scores. So need to start making big headway soon. Long pass against a pass. Hoskins comes out, drops back, looking for Isaiah Hatcher. 45. Is GA a 0 pass? He is not. And it could be intercepted. Hoskins is a 3Y, so $34. Is it 6 or more? No, so it's going to be incomplete. So they didn't manage to give the ball away in dangerous territory again. 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5, and it's going to be a short pass against a safe defense. Bit windy here. The chains are being blown about. 3rd and 5, drops back. Hoskins looking for Isaiah Hatcher. 26. CE or EC, a 2 pass. Well, EC isn't, and CE isn't. So he's dumps it off for a gain of 9 yards, but there is a flag on the play. Flag on the play. Let's see what the officials have got here. 46 on a pass is a 5A, and it's going to be holding by the offense, so they're going to take them back. Third and 15 from their own 20. They had the first down, but the holding penalties brought them back. 3rd and 15. 11 minutes remaining. Long pass against a pass defense, and they really need to complete this. Hoskins dropping back and looking for John Worship. 36. Is EB a 2-pass? He so needs to be. And he is. He's a 2-pass. So the pass protection holds up. Quarterback dumps off to an alternate receiver. And that alternate receiver is going to be Arvin Davalina. And he is going to gain 17 yards. So first down. Great play call. Goes to secondary receiver and makes the first down. First and goal and 10 at their own 37. Trailing by 21 points in the Altitude Bowl here in Denver, Colorado. First and 10. Long pass against a pass defense. Hoskins trying to find his range and trying to find it quick. Looking for Isaiah Hatcher, 51. Is C a 0 pass? He is not. Is he rated 1? He is not. And this could be intercepted. $31. 5 or more no's. Quarterback dumps the ball off and it's incomplete. Gets rid of the ball before the pressure can get to him. 2nd and 10. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. Medium pass against a pass defense. Hoskins dropping back, and again he's looking for Isaiah Hatcher, 55. It's going to be an unusual result. 66 is going to get sacked for 8 yards, and there could be a fumble. 55, unusual result. Go to page 55. Oh, this is getting a bit complicated. 55. Unusual result on a fumble. Return. 53. 2-yard fumble gain. So they gain 2 yards and they fumble it and recover it. So at least they didn't lose the ball, and they're going to 3rd down and 16. 3rd and 16. 9 minutes remaining, and we're in box C now. 3rd and 16. Long pass against a pass defense. Hoskins dropping back and looking for Isaiah Hatcher. 15 is a AA completion. So he'll get 5 yards. And that will bring up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt. They're too far down the field to go for it, and they need 11 yards. So Matthew Kahn comes out on the field and punts, 24. It's a hurry kick, and he only gets 48 yards. Down to the 16-yard line. The return is going to be Robbie Kent Jr. 25 is going to subtract 5, so he's going to get a 3-yard gain to the to the 19-yard line, and it's going to be 1st down with 9 minutes remaining and 21-point lead. So they're going to stay in box D. So an outside run against a run, they're just going to keep the clock running as long as they can. Ferkser drops back. Isaiah Loving is going to take the ball. 15. He is a AA. He's going to get 8 yards. Giving us 2nd and 2 from their own 27-yard line. 2nd and 2. Box D. Outside run against safe. So they keep it as much on the ground as they possibly can. Ferkser takes the snap and he's looking for Justin Ham, 61. Is B a 2-run? He is not. So Justin Ham, is GA a 0-run? No. So he gets 7 yards and a first down. Keeps the clock moving, keeps the chains moving. 8 minutes remaining. 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line. Tricksters leading by 21 with the score of 14-35. And it is going to be inside run against a run defense. Just keep pounding it up the field. Keep that clock running. Ferkser takes the ball, hands off again to Isaiah Loving, 15 AA. Going to get 7 yards to give us a 2nd and 3. And again, he's going to stay on the ground, outside run against a run defense. Eating up the clock. Fisker takes the snap from the center and again hands it off to Isaiah Loving, 14 AA. So he gets 7 yards and a first down. So gets to the 48-yard line of Mississippi Tech. 7 minutes remaining. Outside run against a run defense. Trail Bosses have got to do something soon. Snap taken, and again Isaiah Loving just keeping the ball and running it up the field. Is E a 0-run? He is not. But he doesn't get a gain this time. They managed to hold him at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, 6:30 remaining. 2nd and 10. Inside run against a blitz. Ferkser takes the snap and he's looking for Justin Ham, 25. Is K or G a 2-run? G is not, K is not. So he gets through the gap and he gains 4 yards, but there is a flag on the play. 63 is a defensive penalty, and I think that's going to be offsides. No, it's defensive holding, so he's going to take the penalty and get the first down, 10 yards. 6:15 remaining. And Mississippi are well in control. Mississippi Tech well in control of this game. Outside run against a run defense. Ferkser takes the snap and he's going to keep hold of the ball. 62 is C a 0-run. He is a 0-run, yes. He's missed a tackle and the quarterback gets 3 for 9 yards. But more importantly, that clock continues to run. 2nd and 1. Inside run against a run defense. 2nd and 1 from the Trail Bosses. 33. Ferkser takes the snap, hands the ball obviously off to Isaiah Loving. 65 is I a 2-run. He is not. Is he a 0-run? He is not. He gets the 1 yard, but did he get enough for the first down? And he did, so the chains will move. The clock will continue to run, and it's a first down with 5 minutes 15 remaining. So 5:15 remaining, 1st and 10, outside run against a run defense. And they've just controlled this clock in this second half. They don't need the points. They're so far in front. This ball game is secured, or at least they believe it is. Outside run, takes a snap, hands it off this time to Jackson McGee. Jackson McGee is an A on a 13. He's going to get 9 yards. 2nd down and 1. 4:45 remaining in this game. 2nd and 1. Inside run against a safe defense. It's been a grinding drive this, but this is exactly what they needed to keep this clock running. Ferkser takes the snap, hands it off to Loving, 15 AA. And he's going to get 7 yards on a first down. 4 minutes remaining in this game. Mississippi Tech leads 35-14 against West Kansas. 1st and 10. Inside run against a run. Ferkser takes the snap, hands it off to Justin Ham, 24. J or F, a 2-run. F is not, but J is. So he loses 3 yards. 3:45 remaining. 2nd and 13. Keeping it on the ground, inside run against a run. Ferkser hands the ball off to Jackson McGee, 21. Jackson McGee is an A. So gets 9 yards. Gets down to the 10. 3rd down and 4. 3rd and 4 from the 10-yard line. And they're going to keep it on the ground. Outside run against a run defense. Ferkser takes the snap, hands it off to Jackson McGee. He's going to go to the left, 61. Is E a 0 run? He is not. And he's stacked up for no gain. And a timeout is called by the Trail Bosses. And they're going to bring the Tricksters will bring out their field goal kicker. So out comes Alvin Umara. This is a 27-yard field goal, 55. Unusual results charge. So, this could be interesting. So let's see what's happened on this place kick. 31. It's good if it's 19 yards, but it's not 19 yards. But there is a penalty, so he's missed the field goal, but there's a flag on the play. 52. It's a 4B, which is an offside. So they're going to be caught offsides, and it's going to be a first down. So 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. And that sums up the Trail Bosses game. Inside run against a run defense. Ferkser takes the ball, hands it off to Isaiah Loving, 21 on a AA. 55. Is the quarterback a 0 run? No, he isn't. So he's going to get the 5 yards and a touchdown. Alvin Umara comes out and a 52 on a AA. I think that's going to be a good extra point, but we'll check it. And the extra point is good. So 2:30 remaining in this game, and we're going to get a kickoff. The game really wasn't in any doubt from the start of this second period with the gap that they had, but they've not been able to manage to close this down. 42-17 now for Mississippi Tech. So O'Mara kicks off, 24. Is an A kickoff. They're going to kick it in through the end zone, and they're going to take the touchback. But I think really the Trail Bosses now are just going to run this game out because they know they can't do anything about this. They're on box C. So he comes out. Hoskins comes out. He's looking for a long pass against a blitzing defense. The Tricksters have been merciless. trying to get themselves in contention for that national championship. And the long pass is going to be aimed at Isaiah Hatcher, 63. Is E a 2 pass? He is not. So the pocket crumbles and there's an incomplete pass, but there is a flag on the play, 55. It's going to go against the offensive holding, but they're just going to decline that. 2nd and 10. Trailbosses from their own 25. 2nd and 10. Another long pass. They're going to look long against the run defense. And Hoskins is looking again for Isaiah Hatcher. He's a double A, so it's going to be incomplete. And we're down to 2 minutes in the game. 3rd and 10. They're not even going to use the timeout, so just going to keep it going. And it's going to be a long pass against a pass defense. They need to complete this. Hoskins drops back, looks yet again for Isaiah Hatcher, 42. Is EA a 0 pass? He is not. So it's going to go long, but there is a flag on the play. 42. Is CE a 0 pass? He is not. So he makes 27 yards. But there is a flag on the play. Let's see what the referee is going to say about this. 36. Holding against the offense, so they're going to bring them all the way back. So 3rd and 20. Medium pass against a pass defense. Hoskins drops back. Looks to complete to Tarian McNamara. 55 is going to be an unusual result. It's going to go to the rare plays. Let me just check there's no penalty. No, there's no penalty. So we're on a rare play on a long pass. A medium pass, sorry. 34, 24-yard gain. Player steps out of bounds, then hammered by a very late hit by Marquez Jennings. And a 15-yard penalty is going to be added on to that. So we've got a 24-yard gain and then a 15-yard penalty. And it's going to be 1st down. And they're going into conserve mode now. They think they might be able to get a score. 1:35 remaining. 1st and 10 at the Tricksters 46-yard line. Long pass against a pass defense. Shine a light. So Hoskins steps back and looks for Isaiah Hatcher, 34 on a long pass. CE a 2 pass. He is a 2 pass. Extra time to find the open man. So he dumps that ball off to the alternate receiver, who is going to be Worship. And he's going to gain 13 yards. And they're going to take a timeout, their 2nd timeout. First and 10 at the 33-yard line of the Tricksters. Long pass against a pass defense. They're going to keep it in the air. Hoskins steps back and he's looking again for Isaiah Hatcher. 12. Hoskins is a double A. And he's going to get 24 plus this, 28 yards. So he's down to the 5-yard line. 1st down. 25 seconds off the clock. 1 minute to play. 1st and goal at the 5. So it's going to be a short pass against a run defense. Hatcher takes the ball and drops back, Hoskins takes the ball and looks back for Siosi, 42. Is EA a zero pass? He is not. Wide open for our yard, so he gets a 12-yard pass and it's in for a touchdown. 50 seconds remaining and he gets a touchdown. Ooh, 56, that could be interesting. These double A extra point, but we'll check that. 56. It is good. So right at the end of the game, West Kansas get themselves on the scoreboard again and make it 21-42. $50 seconds remaining in this game. Trailbusses with one timeout left. And they're going to kick off. 22 is going to kick it through the end zone, and so they're going to come back to the 25 and take the ball, and Fisker will take the snap and take a knee. And that will be the end of the game because the Trailbusses are not going to call their final timeout. And the winners of the Altitude Bowl here in Denver, Colorado is Mississippi Tech, the number 7 seed who beat the number 12 seeds convincingly, from West Kansas, the Trailbusses, by a score of 42-21. So not an overly interesting game, but there were some exciting things happening during that game. Hope you've enjoyed it. Next bowl game is the Onyx Bowl presented by A to Z Auto Parts in San Diego, California. And we have the number 10 Carolina University against the number 11 Oregon Union. Carolina University at 8-3 and Oregon Union at 8-4. So hopefully you'll join me for that. And until next time, good night.